All right, attempted robbery. Hey, old Billy Bank robber! Back in 2020, my wife and I were on vacation together down in Orlando and went over to Daytona for a couple of nights for a NASCAR ride-along at the Speedway and to check out the area. When we got there, we went into a Subway for a quick lunch, and while we were sitting and eating, this guy walks in with a hoodie up, a gator mask on, and hand in his pocket like he has a gun. He says to two teenagers working there, "Give me all the money." They stood back and told the guy he needed to leave. He proceeded to threaten them and keep saying to give up the money, but they didn't and could care less what he was doing. After a minute or so, the manager comes out back with a mop and says, "Willie, you get out of here." The robber responds, "I'm not Willie. You need to give me all the money." The manager then starts to come around the counter saying, "You get the fuck out of here or I'm going to bust your head." Willie says, "Okay, fine. Just give me a cold cut trio and no one gets hurt." I almost died laughing, then realized my wife was terrified. I assumed that they knew the guy based on their reaction to begin with, but my wife clearly did not. Willie left without a sandwich, and the manager came over and apologized. Says, "That's just a crackhead that comes in and is harmless. If he bothers you when you leave, just tell him to go away or you'll beat his ass." We ended up going back to the Speedway for my ride-along, and then she got a refund on the hotel room when we drove back to Orlando. I'll never forget the look on her face as I busted out laughing when I heard him ask for a sandwich. Still to this day, whenever she pulls the typical wife, "What do you feel like having for dinner?" I respond with, "Just give me a cold cut trio." That's awesome. Big fan, love the podcast. My 6-year-old son and I have watched every Mandalorian episode multiple times, and you are great in it. Well, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody over at The Mandalorian that writes The Mandalorian, because without them, I'm just a guy in a space outfit. All right, moved in with girlfriend and gained 30 pounds. Oh, Jesus. Jesus, now you can't leave. Hey, Bill, a long-time listener. I need help here. I used to be a CrossFitter. I love how I looked. It wasn't to attract women, but it was more for myself. I love the feeling of having a body that wasn't being weighed down by fat. It was amazing. Later, I moved in with my girl, stopped doing CrossFit. Why did you stop? Because that's a $200 a month, and bills took the front of it. Oh. Back to her. She has always been the chubby, nerdy type girl. I love her tits. Tits captivated me from the beginning, but she also is about 30 pounds overweight. You guys couldn't meet in the middle and just be 15 over? In the beginning, I thought I could change her, but she actually changed me. Never underestimate the power of a rack of titties. I started eating like she does, and I gained 30 pounds. She will compromise and go to the gym once a week, but she won't change her eating habits. She described herself as a foodie. It's really an addict, if you're doing something like that and it's hurting you. It's a term for someone who loves food and makes their personality about loving food and cooking food. Or as some other people like to call it, a fatty. Exactly. By the way, she makes healthy food. It's just that she eat mindlessly without thinking. Mindlessly, like that fucking sentence. How many words are you going to leave out in this thing? Bill, what would you do? Thank you. And then he says, in some language I don't know, vet a la chingada. Vet a la ching... I got to say it fast. Vet a la chingada. Vet a la chingada. Go fuck yourself. I just became a ringtone in like Venezuela or some shit. Anyway, what would I do? Well, listen, if she wants to be fat and you like her that way, she can be fat. 30 pounds overweight coming at you with those nice tits. What do you give a shit? All right. I think you just don't want to have the same size. You don't want to be able to borrow her bras. You don't want the same size titties as hers. So what I would do is I would just say, listen, I'm not going to pressure you to go. I wouldn't even say that. I would just fucking fork over $200 a month and start going to CrossFit again. All right. That's it. And I keep myself in good shape. And as far as wanting her to get in good shape and better shape, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't make somebody want to get in shape. They have to want to do it. And if they don't, they don't. Don't waste your time with that. That is their choice. Oh my God, I fucking hate when I do that. I accidentally shut it off. Now I got to splice these things together. It's her body, her choice, man. Don't tell her what to do with her body, all right? If she wants to fucking make s'mores and stick them in an ice cream sandwich, that's on her. But you don't have to get dragged down to her level, all right? That's what they always say. You got to watch out who you hang out with because eventually you're going to be doing what they're doing. So maybe if you start going to the gym, if you start setting an example and just get back into insane fucking shape again, maybe she'll come along with you. But I think it's cool that she sounds cool. She liked you when you were in shape. She likes you when you're 30 pounds over. So it sounds like you got a good one there. But I would just, you guys sound like you're young. The thing about that shit is when you're young, it doesn't really affect you. But then one day it all comes crashing down and you have all of these fucking health issues and your knees start giving out and you got to go on pills and then that fucks with your liver and it just takes you down. It takes you down. So I hate to be the fucking old guy here, but good eating habits are important to establish those when you're younger. So then when you get older, you can go out and get a root beer float and fucking crush some old fashions. It's always those little fucking spry people that keep on living. Whatever. Like I said, you can't make her do anything she doesn't want to do. It sounds like you're doing what she's doing and you don't really want to be doing it. So I'd go back to doing what you did before. And then that's it. It's $200. Fuck it. It's only $200. You're probably eating fucking $300 worth of fries a month. All right. Okay. That's it. That's the podcast, everybody. Thank you so much for listening. I'm about to get really busy. So I'm going to do the best I can with these podcasts. I will definitely be having the Monday morning podcast every week. But for the month of March, it's going to get a little fucking crazy here. But I'm going to try to knock out as many as I can. That is it. I appreciate your support. That is all. March Madness is coming up. Start watching some college hoop. All right, go fuck yourselves, and I'll check in on you on Thursday.